And violent order called the Recollection scours ruins throughout the Weald. Strange Daedric creatures harry the region, and the wood elf King Nantharion reigns over a newly grown forest, a sure sign the threads of fate have frayed. The lines of possibility that weave through reality and hold everything together. Athelia, the Daedric Prince of Paths, has been... Let me mark your map. Frayed threads of fate point to Rustwall, the Ellenglin ruins, and Ostermere. And take this relic, the Echonir. You might find it useful. My friend Baragon offered his townhouse in Skingrad. Let us meet there when we are done. They are all within West Weald, not far from the city of Skingrad. Which location are you curious about? I am not sure. That is why I asked you to investigate. Ostermere is a Colovian town in the Strid Vale, not far from the southern edge of the New Forest. I have heard the Valenwood Forest mysteriously expanded across the River Strid and replaced the previous Colovian terrain. The wood elves who settled the area call it Dawnwood. King Nantharion rules a new Bosmer realm beneath its thick canopy.
Traveler, do you know what happened to the cohort at Rustwall? A moment, Traveler. A detachment of legionaries should be roaming the grounds of Rustwall. We came to meet them, but we can't find a soul. No legionaries, no servants, not even a gardener. I'm at a loss as to what has become of them. My commanding officer, Tribune Alea Idolus, sent a cohort to guard Rustwall. With the recent troubles plaguing the Weald, she didn't want to chance an enemy gaining a foothold this close to Skingrad. But we arrived to find not a single legionary. The Tribune and I didn't see any signs of combat, just an empty courtyard. She ordered me to do one more sweep of the area and then report back to Skingrad, but I hate the idea of leaving her here alone. Look for Tribune Alea inside the walls of the estate, in the courtyard. Know that the Tribune can be somewhat demanding, but she's a fine officer, and I'm sure she'll pay you for any aid you provide. The Legion hires mercenaries all the time. Count Calantius of Skingrad owns the estate. Uses it when he needs a break from the politics of his court. I think he lets visiting dignitaries stay here, too. All I know for sure is that I was sent to meet the cohort here, but I can't find them. The Imperial Legion protected the Empire when there was still an Empire to protect. With those three pretenders fighting over the Ruby Throne in Cyrodiil, the West Weald Legion primarily defends Skingrad and its vassals. I'm proud to serve. The Tribune is one of our best officers. I've served with her since before Clivia Tharn took the throne. We mostly attend to local matters now, while her methods occasionally stray from standard Legion protocol. She always achieves results. The Legion thrives on order, hierarchy. That's what keeps it functioning among the chaos. Tribune Alea practices a looser approach on the battlefield. Never mind, it's inappropriate for me to criticize my Tribune. To a stranger, no less. Count Calantius of Skingrad owns the estate. Uses it when he needs a break from the politics of his court. I think he lets visiting dignitaries stay here, too. All I know for sure is that I was sent to meet the cohort here, but I can't find them. The Imperial Legion protected the Empire when there was still...
Look around. No people. I remember when the Legion didn't... I hereby designate you a temporary agent of the Westweald. Well, Count Calantius. I sent mine. I suppose introductions are in order. I am Tribune Alea Idolus of the Westweald Legion, Marshal to Count Calantius, daughter of Quatrius Idolus, Knight of Colovia. A mouthful, I know, but I enjoy reciting my entire pedigree from time to time. My father. He was a successful merchant, but I barely remember him. He died when I was very young. He left me a great deal of gold so I could study and make something of myself. I'm grateful for that. When I was of age, I joined the Legion. Seems everyone left in a hurry. Take a look around. Someone attacked the servant this belonged to. The captain planned to hide, but where? Servants light this when there's danger, to warn others away. We need to find Captain Laronis. Meet me at the barracks on the south side of the estate. Back here, comrade. I found Captain Laronis. What a loss. I found that letter clutched in his hand. The servants are hiding in the catacombs. Let's talk. The bloody clothes and the warning candle suggest someone or something attacked Rust. Not as grim as it sounds. Groundskeeper Gaius. We fought side by side at about 3 rungs on the... Gaius? Are you here? It's Tribune Alea.
Tribune? Thank the Divines. Are they gone?
Who, Gaius? Who attacked Rustwall?
I'm glad to see Tribune Alea, but she certainly took her sweet time. We've had all sorts of problems here. Did you bring reinforcements? Captain Laronis sent the remaining legionaries and staff into the catacombs. Then he was going to call for help. Dead? Damn shame. He was tolerable as far as Legion officers go. He had a good plan, too. While he hid everyone who was left in the catacombs, I was to keep watch until help arrived. I even stashed the key in a safe place in case the enemy found me. It had to be some sort of enemy army, but all I ever saw were a few wood elves sneaking around the grounds. We need to let everyone in the catacomb. I stashed the key inside the old statue in the garden. Don't worry, I'll draw you a map. Just be careful. When the legionaries showed up, we felt a lot safer. A little security in these troubled times. Then, one by one, soldiers started disappearing. We weren't sure if they were deserting or what. Then, I found the bloody legionary armor. Captain Laronis suspected an enemy was picking the cohort off one by one. He expected a full-scale attack, so he sent the staff into the catacombs with the remaining legionaries to protect them. I hid here until you and the Tribune showed up.
Grab the map and let's go. We need that key. The gardens are just east of here, down the hill. The Rustwall Gardens. Our map indicates a spot on the western side. These insects, they're from deep underground. What drove them to the surface? There. That's the statue marked on the map. Search for the hidden key. That's the key. Now let's go open the catacombs. The door is across from the barracks. We need to find my cohort. Down there.
Still no sign of the escaped legionary, Shard Marshal.
No matter, mortal. More of our forces will come through soon.
As you say, Shard Marshal Vargas, we have more than enough weapons now.
That wood elf, he's with the Recollection. And he's taking orders from a Dremorha? What's going on here? This furniture was meant for the comfort of dignitaries who took refuge here, not for these Recollection bastards.
Over by the gate.
By my sword, a legionary. Report, soldier.
Hate to bring bad news to the Tribune, but I'm the only member of the cohort left. Those Recollection zealots killed legionaries guarding the estate until we sent whoever remained down here. That's when I got lucky. I fell behind to adjust a loose bootstrap. When I heard the attack start, I slipped into the shadows and have been running ever since. Look, it's in the ruins, down in the deepest part of the catacombs. Two magical anchor things keep it open. Tribune Alea is strong, and you look like you can handle yourself. While the Recollection hunts me, you need to destroy that portal. Go east, and you'll find where the Daedra dug up from below. Drop down and keep going east. You'll know the portal when you...
Legionary Capio is right. We need to shut down that portal. Down into the ruins. We've got to close that portal. Capio said the Daedra portal was to the east. These ruins were. They're certainly older than the structures above. The portal! Destroy the anchors, comrade!
Defend the anchors! Maintain the portal!
Close the portal. Good work. Now, let's find a way out of here.
This way, Tribune. Follow the tracks.
Over here, comrade. Let's talk.
Good, you got out.
My cohort almost completely destroyed. The Rustwall staff almost all dead. Even Shard Marshal Vargas managed to slip from our grasp. While we closed the portal and saved Skingrad, it feels like we failed, comrade. The threads of fate? That sounds ominous. But after what we saw down there, I'll keep an open mind. We learned that the Recollection Cult is working with Daedra and taking orders from Shard Marshal Vargas. They got damn close to invading Skingrad. With the portal closed and the Daedra on the run, the remaining Recollection forces aren't enough to threaten Skingrad. But I'll get the Legion to send more soldiers, just in case. Consider your temporary commission suspended, comrade. Though I'd love to have you permanently assigned to my cohort. I plan to continue to look into the Recollection and Shard Marshal Vargas. I hear there's a wood elf in Skingrad doing the same. I'll send for more legionaries to clear them out. As many as we can. That's up to Count Calanti.
Why did I have to leave it until the last possible moment? Figures the one day I finally make... You rarely hear about solitary necromancy. Raw deposit. This ethereal alarum will help untether the shards from their surroundings. When ancient get it. From my mind, I guess. I've been putting off testing. Master Lucy, what? I'm not allowed to exhibit a little... Aside from the necromancers, you mean? Easier than I thought getting here. Let's talk. Necromancers pass this by, huh? Even with all of them working together. They probably can't figure out how to release the shards. That won't be a problem for us. Not with that ethereal alarum I gave you. You still have it, right? Right. Activate the alarum at a locked ethereal shard. That'll trigger. If you mess up, the ethereal... Stand near the shard and activate the alarum. Right. There's the pattern. Pay attention. No, that's not it. Try again, or talk to me if you need a reminder on what to do. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to the pattern either. Just activate the alarum again and watch the pattern. Then replicate the pattern to release the shard. I wasn't... It's untethered. Now just grab the shard. I think you've got this. Try not to run afoul of those necromancers. I'll meet you outside when you're finished.
Anyone else?
Take it off, come on! Easy to get lost in a place like this. I think that's one of my favorite parts about cities. I've got to find some help for Uncle Octavius and Pym. Oh! She's a... I don't have a clue. They're not hungry.
Welcome, Proxy. Let us speak before we go inside. This is Ellenglyn, Indeed. I sense an ancient Daedric shrine in these ruins, although I have no idea which prince it honors. If we find the shrine, we may uncover the Recollection's purpose here. Do you still have... I see you remember our adventures in the shrines of the good Daedra. I believe we may find important memories for the Econir to reveal here as well. Watch for places where it can show us something, Proxy. Between the recollection and the dangers inherent in most ruins, I suggest caution. My research... Alanglin. I am hardly an Ayleid scholar. I know they were called Wild Elves, and they established Tamriel's first empire. Then...